Mbappe will ruin Madrid.
Oh, gosh.
Mate, he is a diva. He's going to come in and he ain't going to gel with anyone.
Are you right?
He's going to bring us down.
We're talking about the best player in the world right now.
Hold up.
Yeah?
Haaland's not coming to Madrid yet.
Oh,
Teaser.
my gosh. He will do well at Madrid, but
That's
in
what
his
Madrid-
first season, he won't win a Champions League.
If he has respect, he'll win a Champions League in the first season. Respect for the badge and the club.
You Madrid fans were twerking for him for 3 years.
I never twerked for
Proper
anyone.
twerking.
I never twerked.
And now they say they don't want him because he's too much of an ego.
You're the best club in the world, and he's the best player in the world.
Kylian Mbappe has been identified as the biggest problem in Real Madrid's current struggles by Carlo Ancelotti. Look, this news doesn't surprise me. I've read a lot over the past few days about Mbappe's defensive work rate, how he's not helping the team. But did they not watch him at PSG? It was obvious that this guy's defensive work rate isn't high, but what he gives you going forward is world class. They need to build the team around him. They need to find a way to make it work, because on his day, this guy's the best player in the world.
Welcome guys to my YouTube channel. I go by the name Kevin West. If you're new here, hit the subscription button, tell a friend to tell a friend. So on June 3rd, 2024, Real Madrid made a big announcement. Kylian Mbappe joined Real Madrid from PSG, and that was a great news. A lot of people are happy, especially Real Madrid fans. A lot of Real Madrid rivals were really sad because, you know, the king is in the club, and they felt, and a lot of people felt that the Cristiano Ronaldo replacement has been found. But he made his debut, you know, won a trophy with Real Madrid, scored a couple of goals. Things were really going very well, but later on, things really went south, and a lot of fans started criticizing Kylian Mbappe, and most of the fans said that, you know, this is the worst transfer that Real Madrid has ever made, because a lot of people started comparing him to the likes of Eden Hazard, to the likes of Kaká, to the likes of, you know, Nicolas Anelka, who went to Real Madrid for a huge amount of money, the likes of James Rodriguez, who joined Real Madrid for a lot of money and later on flopped. But in an interview, I think there is only one player who believed in Kylian Mbappe. Of course, right now, if you mention Real Madrid, it's like you're mentioning Kylian Mbappe, and if you mention Kylian Mbappe, it's like you're mentioning Real Madrid. A lot of people started losing trust in Kylian Mbappe, and a lot of people felt that Kylian Mbappe is letting Real Madrid down, especially after joining Real Madrid from PSG, and it was a highly anticipated transfer. And sometimes I just think that sports fans and the football fans just need to calm down, give players time, give them time to find their rhythm in the squad, because I felt like Kylian Mbappe came from Ligue 1 France, and the Ligue 1 France is quite different from La Liga. And especially looking forward, you know, Kylian Mbappe was a star for Paris Saint-Germain, and a lot of people expected him to be shining on his first debut games for Real Madrid. Of course he did that, but a lot of people expected him to not continue with the form, and you know, maybe win the Ballon d'Or on his first season at Real Madrid, maybe win the Champions League on his first season at Real Madrid, which is quite possible right now, because right now, if you ask me who is the lethal striker in Europe right now, I'll mention Kylian Mbappe, even if I close my eyes, because Kylian Mbappe is one of the best strikers in Europe right now. Of course, they are competing with Robert Lewandowski for La Liga top scorer, but I'm rooting for Kylian Mbappe to take it, because I'm a Kylian Mbappe fan and I'm a Real Madrid fan. No, of course, I'm saying this wearing a Barcelona shirt, but it is what it is. I'm a Real Madrid fan, and I'm expecting Kylian Mbappe to emerge La Liga top scorer. And of course, there was a time that nobody believed in Kylian Mbappe, and the only reason why Kylian Mbappe is right now shining is because of that Cristiano Ronaldo interview. Cristiano Ronaldo did an interview, and that was when everybody never believed in Kylian Mbappe, and everybody thought that, you know, Kylian Mbappe is just a big flop. It's just like other transfers that Real Madrid have been making and flopping in the club. And Cristiano Ronaldo said in an interview that Real Madrid fans needs to be patient with Kylian Mbappe, because Kylian Mbappe is the next star for Real Madrid. And of course, I think that faith, that's the only thing that kept Kylian Mbappe going, because before Cristiano Ronaldo did that interview, also Kylian Mbappe felt like, you know, things are falling apart, can't do it anymore. And a lot of people were saying, Kylian Mbappe should leave in the January transfer summer. But guess what? Right now, Kylian Mbappe is the backbone of Real Madrid. Just a couple of days, he eliminated Pep Guardiola in UEFA Champions League. Of course, scoring a hat-trick in the second leg of the Champions League where Manchester City were whooped 3-1. And Kylian Mbappe was one of the stars over there. And according to my own opinion, I think if Cristiano Ronaldo never went and did this interview and said that, Real Madrid fans need to be patient with Kylian Mbappe, I think Kylian Mbappe's self-esteem was extremely lowered. But immediately after Cristiano Ronaldo doing that interview, if there is one player that Kylian Mbappe really idolizes is Cristiano Ronaldo, because even looking back when he was young, he had like Cristiano Ronaldo pictures, mounted on his wall, and he was posting them on his social media accounts. And if you ask me if there is one player that Kylian Mbappe really idolizes, Vini Jr. really idolizes, Rodrigo really idolizes, is Cristiano Ronaldo. Because let me just say, like, all Real Madrid players really idolizes Cristiano Ronaldo. Check out the likes of Jude Bellingham, you know what I'm saying? And recently also Cristiano Ronaldo said good things about Jude Bellingham, and right now Jude Bellingham is performing, although he has a red card, he has a clash with that referee Munuera, and after that I think everything will be good. And Jude Bellingham is right now one of the best players in Real Madrid squad. I think the only problem with these big clubs, not only Real Madrid, but in these big clubs, is always the fans' pressure. Because even playing for playing for PSG and playing for Real Madrid, those are two different stuff. Playing for Real Madrid and playing for Manchester United, those are two different stuffs. Because in an interview, also Cristiano Ronaldo said that he used to be booed by Real Madrid fans. If Cristiano Ronaldo can be booed by Real Madrid fans, who are you not to be booed by Real Madrid fans? Because if you talk about Cristiano Ronaldo, you remember, like, you think of over 400 goals that he has scored for Real Madrid. You think of over 3 UEFA Champions League that he has won with Real Madrid, and you think of over 3 Ballon d'Ors he has won at the club, and at that level he was still booed by Real Madrid fans. So if Cristiano Ronaldo was being booed by Real Madrid fans, who is Kylian Mbappe? Who is Vini Jr.? Who is Bellingham? Of course, they are going to get booed and stuff, because Real Madrid fans are always used to winning. And in case they are not winning, maybe 3 or 2 games consecutively, you will start hearing, so and so needs to go, so and so needs to go. Real Madrid is the biggest club in the world, and playing for Real Madrid, that's a real time pressure, because it's never easy to step in. Maybe 80,000 people in the stands, and then you're stepping in wearing a Los Blancos shirt. And I think for Kylian Mbappe, when Kylian Mbappe joined Real Madrid, he was, the first speech was like Cristiano Ronaldo. When he was welcomed to Santiago Bernabeu, it was like Cristiano Ronaldo stuff. A lot of people thought that, we have a new Cristiano Ronaldo. But indeed, Kylian Mbappe is a new Cristiano Ronaldo, because even the way Cristiano Ronaldo talked about him in an interview, and if you see, like, Cristiano Ronaldo believing in a player, I don't know if, and I don't know if I'm the only person who have never heard this, but I've never heard, like, of course I know he has talked about him, but I've never heard Cristiano Ronaldo talking about Alejandro Garnacho, the way he talked about Vini Jr., and the way he talked about Bellingham, and the way he talked about Lamine Yamal, and the way he talked about the likes of Kylian Mbappe. And if there is one player who always idolizes Cristiano Ronaldo too much until it's like he's losing his mind, is Alejandro Garnacho, because Alejandro Garnacho always wants to score like Cristiano Ronaldo. Alejandro Garnacho always wants to move like Cristiano Ronaldo. The only difference of Cristiano Ronaldo and Alejandro Garnacho is tattoos. One has tattoos, another one doesn't have tattoos. One ability is like Wet another one ability is like, the goat himself. I think when Cristiano Ronaldo talks about a player, that player really has a good future in football, because immediately he talked about Kylian Mbappe. See whatever Kylian Mbappe is doing right now, scoring every day. He has really fit into Karim Benzema's shoes at Real Madrid. But when things started going south, a lot of people thought that, this is the worst transfer that we ever did. This is the worst, blah, 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 etc. And right now, if you ask me, Kylian Mbappe is one of the players who is really on form and rare. And I think I'm betting Kylian Mbappe to win the Champions League this season at Real Madrid. Kylian Mbappe will win the Champions League in his first season at Real Madrid. So this season, Real Madrid is going to win the Champions League, and that will be courtesy of Kylian Mbappe. And of course, Kylian Mbappe has really helped Real Madrid, especially, knocking Manchester City down on the Champions League. That's not an easy thing. And even Carlo Ancelotti always knows that it's never easy to play against Pep Guardiola. But, they did that courtesy of Kylian Mbappe, scoring his first Real Madrid hat-trick in the UEFA Champions League. That's a great thing. Yeah, that's a great thing. And, that's a great thing. And I think Real Madrid just needs to be patient with players, and not only Real Madrid, but I think all these big clubs in Europe just needs to be patient with the players. For example, Manchester United and the likes of Anthony, they just need to give the player time to process the rhythm of the game, and maybe in future he will catch up with the club. And because a lot of people thought that Kylian Mbappe is the worst Real Madrid transfer before he started performing, let me just check in maybe the highest ranked worst Real Madrid transfers. I think the only thing that keeps Real Madrid going is, Real Madrid is a club that always checks in, always tries to sign every good player in Europe, always tries to always tries to always try to sign a good players in the world, because of this is business. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and the Real Madrid have been losing big time. I think this is the only thing that Arsenal Football Club are afraid of, because if you are in the market, and if you want to be the best, you have to lose and you have to win. And Arsenal doesn't want to go for the players who will later flop for the club. That's why Arsenal, when they're told go for Gyökeres, they feels like, maybe he might come to Arsenal and start flopping. Go for Victor Osimhen. They feels like, he might come to Arsenal and start flopping. But this is not the case at Real Madrid. Real Madrid, in case any player is good, look at the likes of Chumeni, look at the likes of Camavinga, look at the likes of, Henrik. Who knows Henrik before Real Madrid? Who knows Camavinga before Real Madrid? Who knows Chumeni before Real Madrid? Who knows Militao before Real Madrid? And Real Madrid has always been going for the good players. So, sometimes they've been lucky to get good players. Like they thought they had a bad luck to get Kylian Mbappe, but it has turned to be a good luck for them. The likes of Vini Jr., good transfer moves. And I think, let me just check in the worst Real Madrid transfer in the last couple of summers. Let me just check in the worst players that Real Madrid brought into their club in the last transfer summers. The number one worst Real Madrid transfer is Eden Hazard. Man, I'm even shocked. Eden Hazard is one of the worst Real Madrid transfer moves. I remember Eden Hazard playing for Chelsea, and Eden Hazard was a star boy. Sometimes these players ruin their careers through these transfers. And a club like Real Madrid, if a club like Real Madrid approached you, they're not just only approaching you to call you and play in Santiago Bernabeu, but apart from that, also the package is so high because Real Madrid is one of the biggest clubs in the world, and being a Real Madrid player, maybe you see these things of maybe Real Madrid awarding players an Audi every year. Those are the things that these good players out here are chasing, and going to a club where you're being paid highly, can give you maybe Lamborghinis every year for free. That's Real Madrid, and everybody dreams of playing for Real Madrid. But Eden Hazard's case was really different because he joined Real Madrid. I think stayed there for 4 years. I don't even think Eden Hazard scored over 25 goals for Real Madrid. Yeah, so Eden Hazard joined Real Madrid, made 76 appearances. He joined Real Madrid for I think $120 million, and that was quite a lot of money, especially. And it's not a lot of money because when Eden Hazard joined Real Madrid, that was just his price, because Eden Hazard was at his prime. leaving Chelsea and joining Real Madrid, Eden Hazard was at his prime. And Real Madrid has been a club of, trying and testing a lot of things. That's why Real Madrid will always be a successful club, will continue to be a successful club even in the next coming years, because they're a club who always, going to market, try this, try this, try this. So they brought in Eden Hazard, flopped, and Eden Hazard is number one worst transfer for Real Madrid. Another player is Kaka. Kaka joined Real Madrid from AC Milan. Is being rated as the worst Real Madrid transfer also. Another one is James Rodriguez. I remember James Rodriguez played for Colombia in a World Cup, 2018 World Cup, and he emerged top scorer in that World Cup. And Real Madrid, as I said, Real Madrid are always into good players. If Real Madrid sees a good player, sees a player who score goals. So James Rodriguez scores a couple of goals in the World Cup and he pleased Real Madrid. I think Real Madrid went for him for maybe $60+ million. Yeah, $60+ million. And he went to Real Madrid, flopped big time, and is considered as one of the worst transfers for Real Madrid. Another worst transfer for Real Madrid that I want to talk about last is Nicolas Anelka. Nicolas Anelka joined Real Madrid. Real Madrid also just went for him as normal as they go for good players. But when he joined Real Madrid over there, he flopped and forced Real Madrid to sell him. And if you're talking about Nicolas Anelka is one of the players who have played for a lot of clubs in Europe. I think 12 different clubs, including Juventus, Chelsea, Real Madrid. Yeah. So Fenerbahce is one of the players who have played for a lot of clubs. And it's always normal in the market of everything. When you are trying a lot of things here and there, you have to fail. Sometimes you have to win. And that's whatever Real Madrid have been doing. So who do you think is gonna be Real Madrid, king? Because right now I think the king is Kylian Mbappe. Right now, for maybe 10 to 15 years, will be Kylian Mbappe. And I think, according to my opinion, I think Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. will be one of the Real Madrid kings in the coming years. Although he can't match the standards of his father. His father is just insane. He's just a psychopath. And I think Cristiano Ronaldo has done a lot of things for Real Madrid. And not only Real Madrid, because Cristiano Ronaldo scored 100 goals for Sporting, scored 100 goals for Manchester United, scored 100 goals for Juventus, scored 100 goals for Real Madrid, scored over 100 goals for Real Madrid. And I think this dude is just insane because he keeps on like scoring 100 goals for every club that he has played for. And I think nobody can match his standard. Although Cristiano Ronaldo Jr., I think Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. will one day be a star at Real Madrid, but fair talk, he will not match the standard of his father. So good luck to Real Madrid and good luck to Kylian Mbappe. I hope to see more of Kylian Mbappe shining. And to those haters, shut your mouth, because Kylian Mbappe is here to stay and is here to conquer Real Madrid, and he will continue shining. He will win the Ballon d'Or with Real Madrid, and mark my words, this season Kylian Mbappe is winning the Champions League with Real Madrid. Hit the subscription button, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend. And also the last thing that I think, just like this video, and hit the subscription button, tell a friend to tell a friend. See you on the next one.